Hello Chipmunk and Chipette fans, my name is Grandy Tamayas, and today I got something a little different for you all. Because I've hit a writer's block with a few elaboration scripts, as well as my dwindling amount of ideas for new elaboration topics, I thought I would create something smaller and easier to fill for time. A showcase of my entire, almost, collection of Alvin and the Chipmunks merchandise that I have built up over the few years that I have been an in-depth fan of the franchise. Although there are a few of these items that I had gotten prior, such as during the era of the first 3 live-action films back when I was a kid. So, I'll start out by showing you my stack of Chipmunk DVDs. I have all the films, both live-action and animated, with the exception of Little Alvin and the Mini-Monks, which is notoriously hard to find, and I wish they would re-release it. I also have at the bottom of the stack about half of Season 1 for the CGI series, which I bought off of Amazon, and, well, yeah, I got a bunch of 80s DVDs as well. Next, here's the Fisher-Price figures, both the Chipmunks and the Chipettes. I did have the box set version too, but I gave the figures for those to my toddler brother, although I probably should have brought them out to do a little comparison. I did keep the box for that one though. Next, I have these two, an Alvin plushie and a Jeanette plushie. Both of these I got at a flea market. The Alvin one is I think from Thai Beanie Babies, from the Squeakle, and the Jeanette one I think is from Shipwrecked and came like from Build-A-Bear, I think. I also have this from the CGI series Fisher-Price toy line. It's the 360 skate park, which I have left in its packaging and probably forever will because I don't have room on my display shelf for it. I also have from that same toy line the Alvin and Brittany talking dolls, as well as the Alvin Christmas variant, which comes with a little Christmas ornament, which I actually do put on my Christmas tree every year. Well, for the past 2 years, actually. Then there's these guys. These aren't from Fisher-Price. These are from a plush company called Rhode Island Novelty, and they are a little hard to find on the internet. I had to pay $30 for all 3 of them. I also have the voice changer from the CGI series Fisher-Price toy line as well. And here's my stack of Chipmunk CDs. I have all the CDs for the live-action films, except for the first one, the 2007 one. My brother had that as a Christmas present, but he scratched it up, so I'm probably going to have to buy another one. And at the time of this recording, I have Chipmunks in Low Places coming on the way. I also have 2 cassettes. One is a Chipmunk Christmas, which I think I found at a half-price books, and the other is School's Out for Summer, which came with a VHS release of one of the 80s cartoons, but I bought it individually off of eBay. And here's more stuff from the CGI series. These are bath toys of the Chipmunks. I was walking through my local grocery store one day and just found these in the toy aisle, so I decided to pick them up while I had the chance, and good thing I did because I never saw them after. I also have this Chipmunk snow globe, which I bought at a Barnes & Noble's, and like the Christmas ornament I mentioned earlier, I do take out this one every Christmas and display it above my family's fireplace. I also have this weird 80s or 90s plastic toy of Alvin with these shoulder pads, and looks like he's supposed to be holding a guitar. I found that one at a comic book collector shop. I have the storybook collection, which I bought off of Walmart.com. It has a bunch of the stories from the CGI film era. Here are more Fisher-Price toys. The Super Skatin' Sports Car for Simon and the Sock Launching Hot Rod for Alvin. I believe that these two, each of them has a package varying, because you see with Simon that his is a lighter shade of blue, and his package is a bit more outwards, whereas Alvin's has a darker blue, and he's kind of recessed in there. So yeah, there are alternate versions of the package. And here's the novelization of Chipwrecked, along with a keychain of Alvin. I had the keychain on my backpack for several years, going to school with it. And as for the Chipwrecked book, I bought that at a book fair at my school. Alright, so I have a couple of Chipmunk comics too. These are the Harvey ones from the 1990s. I believe some of them were based off of episodes from the 80s cartoon, but I haven't opened these. I want to keep them pristine. They range in quality from a 6.5 to a 9.0. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the Dell comics because I know those are a little bit harder to find and those are way older. Next I have some early 80s Chipmunk vinyls. I have Urban Chipmunk, Chipmunk Rock, Chipmunk Punk, the Chipmunks Go Hollywood. This is the first one of them that I got. And lastly, I have the 1985 Hardee's glasses. And that's about it as far as my collection goes. I know it may seem like a lot to some of you, but in reality there are lots more pieces of merchandise from over the years, especially during the 80s, that I have yet to get and probably never will get because of how expensive some of them are. If you have a collection of Alvin and the Chipmunks merchandise, whether it be bigger or smaller than mine, feel free to talk about it in the comments. As I mentioned in the beginning, I'm also low on ideas for elaboration videos, so for those of you who would like to suggest some, I would very much appreciate it. And with that said, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and thank you for your time in watching it.